Hello, this is Julia Bushkova, and today I'm making a video, as you can see without my violin, about other very important topic, and that is our health, violinists' health. I will not be covering all the topics about it, it's very vast, but most important. Most important is that playing violin, we are basically doing quite unnatural things. So first of all, we have the left hand, we have the instrument our left side, so we're completely moved to this side and the right arm goes here, right? So we're off-centered. And with that, we may develop a lot of balance issues, and we usually do. Then we have issues of clamping, we have issues, all kinds of issues we might have. And the most prevalent, I would say, is the fact that on viola, violin, viola, both those instruments, we constantly play not only to our left, but also in a closed position. The more passionate we are as performers, the more we care, the more we go into this, okay? So we have all kinds of issues there. The issues of pressing down into the chin rest, as well as stretching some of the muscles and meanwhile flexing them in a stretched position, you name it, we pretty much have it all. So one of the most important things, and I can't stress that enough to my students, is the good posture in your daily life. All right, a good posture really prevents all kinds of physical problems it's just daily functioning, as I said, but also, of course, with violin. The good posture comes from not having shoulders hunched and the neck forward. And that's again something that we always do, because when we place our neck here, a lot of times many of us go forward. We shouldn't really, but it still happens a lot of times. Another aspect is that we a lot of times raise the shoulder even a little bit, or not only we raise it, but we also raise it and go up, because we sort of cradle violin here like this. So, and of course the bow, and we go to the frog. Obviously we need to bring this here. A lot of times we do it improperly, and we extend the shoulder and back muscles instead of just the upper arm. So to offset it all, the good posture is right here. How do you achieve the good posture? Number one, you have to engage your core. Core muscles have to be engaged. The core starts from lower abdominals. You have to pull your lower abdominals in, not just your upper abdominals, but the lower ones. And with that, you can then pull your shoulder blades just a little bit back. So, okay, this is an important thing. You don't want to do this. This is me pulling my shoulders back, okay? That's not helpful at all, and it's also quite a unnatural thing to do. However, this is my slumped posture, and this is when my back is engaged, all right? My core and my back muscles are slightly engaged, and therefore, what I also like to call it, I open the sternum. So sternum goes from here to there, okay? So that's number one. How you achieve that, I will show you. There are a couple exercises that are really good. Especially, I love my corner stretch. And I was looking for the proper corner stretch anywhere, everywhere on YouTube. And I couldn't find the one that we really want, especially if you already have some issues down your arms. It could be mostly the left arm is affected, the left goes into the left hand, or sometimes the right arm, and not so often our right hand though, luckily. However, another thing to consider, if you have any tendonitis issues, any at all, and with that I need to say that no, I'm not a medical doctor, and none of it is to advise you medically or replace a medical advice, not at all. But as just a professional who's been in this field for a long, long time and dealt with injuries of my students and my own too, and pretty much all of us had some injuries. Mine were most sports related, but nevertheless, you injure yourself anywhere, it will show itself in violin, of course. So from that point, I can tell you that any tendonitis type of thing in your forearm or even upper arm sometimes, but usually we have it in forearms, it is almost always related to tension in your shoulders. So the first thing you want to do, you want to address the shoulder girdle, okay, and not your just forearms and your hands, okay? So for that, we're going straight to the exercises. The first exercise would be very simple, standing by the wall. So you find the wall. Best wall would be without the baseboard of any sort, so that you can put your heels to the wall and you will touch your calves, you will touch your bottom, you will also touch your shoulder blades to the wall and the back of your head. Okay, so, and in this position, like this, you will stand for 30 seconds up to a minute. And you will just stand there and breathe and try to keep your lower abdominals tucked in. It's always good. And just enjoy standing like this. Then after you're done, you will leave the wall and just go 1 or 2 steps forward without immediately reverting to your regular posture, which may be slumped forward. So you will see the big difference. You will feel the big difference. The second exercise is the corner stretch. The proper good corner stretch for us violinists and violists is done the following way. You will come to the corner like this. You will place your forearms into the corner at the 90-degree angle, and make sure that for our case, for our purposes, you do not make the angle lower, okay? There are some exercises on YouTube that suggest to put it lower. Don't. Just put it at 90-degree angles and make sure that you feel the wall with your whole forearm on your left and the whole forearm on your right, fully flush with the wall. So then you take one of your legs, whichever you like, and put it in a slightly bent position into the corner completely. And then, so that your knee is in the corner, and then you slightly lean in. Remember that all you want to feel is the stretch of your pectoralis muscles in the front. You do not want to go to any sort of pain at all. You just want to feel this gentle stretch. Some people are more stretched or stretchable in a way, or you're just more limber. So you may go all the way into the corner, and some you will just feel stretched just with the tiniest of movements. That is enough. Wherever you feel the stretch, stop right there. Stand and breathe deep breaths, preferably from your belly breaths. You stand up to 30 seconds in that one position. Then you slowly come out of this position, give several seconds rest, and go into this one more time for another 30 seconds. And a variation of the same exercise or stretch is to do exactly the same steps, only now you place your arms a bit higher at the other angle and do exactly the same thing. You will feel the stretch in a slightly different muscles or part of muscles of the pecs, but it's also extremely beneficial. So remember that with either one of these variations, it's very important to breathe and to hold the stretch for at least 30 seconds. Okay, so after that, you will immediately feel very much refreshed, I would say. That's my feeling usually when I do it. And also much straighter without any effort, actually. Now, during your daily life, please remember, make yourself reminders, visual reminders here and there, but you do need to get into the proper shape, into the proper posture as often as you possibly can, because you cannot expect of yourself to be like this most of your life and head forward, and then when you play violin, you suddenly will go in good shape. It's not going to happen. You have to have good posture in your daily life and daily movement, and that's when you have a hope to have it when you play the instrument. So I hope that has been helpful, and You know what to do. Like, subscribe, and I will see you all later.